Hey y'all, so this is Joey Charms. Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk to you guys about what to do if you want to be successful in your PR career. This is for those who are just starting out. I'm pretty sure those who are kind of like, or even if you're like in your in the PR field already and you kind of like experience some bumps or obstacles and you're not really sure why, maybe these tips will help you. But these are things that I really wish that I knew, and some of them I did know, but some of these things I really wish I knew when I was first starting out after I graduated college. So first thing to do as a publicist, do not lean solely on social media. Social media is not an easy tool to master because you do not know the algorithms for everything, and every single platform has a different voice and way to use it, right? So the way that you talk on LinkedIn, you're not going to talk that same way on Instagram, and the way you talk on Twitter, you will not type that same way on Facebook, or maybe you will, I don't know, because Facebook has definitely changed. But not all company voices and messages are easily translatable online, so keep that in mind. It'll be way easier to be cooler and more, you'll have less restrictions promoting a clothing brand. And that, to be honest, that actually depends on the clothing brand, because I'm pretty sure the way you might promote Fashion Nova is not the same way that you would promote Louis Vuitton or Givenchy. I hope I said that correctly. That won't be the same way that you may promote, let's see, like Betsy Johnson, right? So these companies, brands, not every brand message or brand voice is easily translatable online. So please keep that in mind. Do not lean solely on social media. Make sure that you know the other tools in the PR tool belt. And I'll get into what those tools are later on. My second point, do your best to get employed at a PR agency. When you are moving up, so say for example, your first job in PR was not exactly a PR driven position, but they had the word PR in it or the word communications in it, and it's not at an agency, or it was not at an in-house agency, you will find yourself in a conundrum when you are ready to move on to a new position. It's hard to move up as a publicist without having experience at an agency. Believe me, been there, done that. That's what most companies look for, because that's who they contract to get their brand messages out. You know, that's just how it is. And if you do work at an agency or have that experience, it's easier for you to go work at companies where they do not exactly have a PR, in-house PR agency, but they're looking for a PR people, like they're just building it up because they feel like they're getting a steal bringing you in, because bringing you in is cheaper than them contracting a whole agency. And they also rely more on your skills, that they feel like you know what you're doing and what you're saying, versus someone who does not have that experience. Plus, when you're at an agency, you're gonna get a lot of experience, and I'm sorry to use that word a lot, but that's the word that, you know, that's used in the job market. You will get a lot of hands-on experience working with different brands, different voices, different personalities, different people, and the level of brand that you are working on or have worked on, they will really want you to bring that same expertise to their organization, whether they're at the same level, a little bit below, or way higher. They will want you to bring that expertise with you. So keep that in mind. But if you are not able to find that in-house agency position, and this is the third point, do your best to either go to an in-house agency that, you know, some brands have that, like Amazon. Amazon does have an in-house PR agency, or find a position that does everything that a PR, a publicist, is supposed to do. You need to make sure you are getting good hands-on experience, things that you could put on your toolkit, things you can put on your portfolio, that you can prove that you know what you're doing and that you could bring results. Results. I promise you, results. If you find yourself in a job where you're doing PR stuff, like you're doing communications, you're talking to people, oh, you pushed a story, or you did this, you did that, but your organization is not big on results, like they're not really there's no real way for you to track what you're doing or what you have done. You kind of just said, oh, I did a panel discussion this day, but you didn't track how many people were impacted by this panel discussion. What was the subsequent actions? How were you able to build on it? You know, things like that. I don't even know how else I could put it, because again, it's like, I'm sure that some of you have done panel discussions, have been able to like really scale that up. But if you're not able to say it, to prove it, to show that you were able to put your organization in the position as a thought leader, which is also a PR thing that's really big now, it doesn't mean anything. So make sure that you're getting good experience. That means pitching and placing stories, writing and editorial content, because you need to be a good writer. Content creation, that's a huge one. We need people who just know how to create content, y'all. Creating ads, focus groups, relationship building, especially with the media. Media contacts will get you so far, y'all. The only thing is with media contacts, it's hard to, that's not something that's easily scalable. When I say scalable, I mean like if I'm in Tampa and I built myself up, I built my career up in Tampa, I have all these Tampa connections. When I go to Miami, girl, the media market in Miami is way different than Tampa. So now when I'm in this Miami market, I don't have no one that I could just go to. Now I could ask my Tampa contacts, hey, do y'all know anyone in Miami? Can you like help me float this story along? But it's really not gonna math the way I want it to math, okay? So that is just, you gotta keep that in mind when you wanna make that switch to another state or area or region or whatever, and media contact is something that they are looking for. Just let them know, listen, media contact is not like other stuff. It's like really dependent on region, and the way you pitch also changes depending on the region or state that you're in. That's just what it is. And while you could take what you've learned in your skills and bring it to that market, you don't make them feel like you're just gonna get it off the bat. You might know someone who knows someone, but in case you do not, don't fall into that trap or don't make yourself feel pressured to make it happen when you know, because when you are starting out and making those contacts, you already know that's not an easy feat to do. So don't make them do that. Just let them know this is what I've done and I could do it again, but they're gonna have to give you some time, okay? But yeah, doing all that, you're able to just highlight your industry experience. But again, if you do not have an agency experience on your resume, you can prove that you could still do what those agency people could do, because you know how to pitch and place a story, you know how to do content creation, you know how to write, you're a copywriter, and you could create ads, you could create whole PR campaigns, and you know how to get your client or product in front of the right eyes, the right audience, right? And the last point that I'm gonna make is take as many undergrad internships as you can. Even if it doesn't seem to be the great one, like the best one, it may be a little bit sketchy, but it's still good enough to be on your resume, girl or boy, take it. Take that internship, because you need that experience. You need it, and you just need something to put on your resume. There's also post-grad internships. If you can get in at an agency, like I said before, the more the merrier, y'all. But there are post-grad internships that I think they're really open to college students that are at least post 6 months. So if you're in that time range or whatever, hustle. Get that internship, because it's so much easier to get in at an organization when they already know you. I've known a lot of people who've gotten their career started like that, and yeah, and don't feel no ways about it. Don't be like thinking like, oh, once you get in at this, oh, I was an intern, That's why they got me. No, you could work. They see what you can do. They see your potential, and they want you to use your potential to make their organization better. So do not ever feel bad about stuff like that. But yeah, some are paid, so you don't have to worry about not making money or whatever. But just know, getting into an agency is the single most best launching pad for your career as a publicist. I will tell you, I don't want to make this too long, so if you're interested, I can make a whole nother video. But I did have difficulty moving up as a publicist because I did not have agency experience, and it was hard for me to take the experience I did have, even though it is good. I've done a lot and I've proven myself a lot. It was hard to take it because there wasn't a huge name attached to it. And even if the agency doesn't have a huge name, the clients that they work for have huge names. And people just don't want to hire someone they have to train. I know that sounds stupid, because even if you hire someone with the best of skills from the best of agencies, someone from Edelman, someone from Fleishman Hillard, you're still gonna have to train them to your standards and guidelines. But that's just how it is. But anyways, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in and watching. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video, and love y'all. Bye.